Hi everybody. So I am just responding to a comment that the lovely Abby had posted after my live session last week. So Abby had been asking about symptoms of panic attack, and I had shared that I'd experienced a panic attack the week before, which is very uncommon for me these days. But as a teenager, I actually started having panic attacks from the age of 15 up till I was about 30, until I embraced, all the practices that I now teach, all the practices from my book, Be Free, which is all about overcoming anxiety, stress and low mood. Now, I have gone back and spoken to Abby privately and shared some support tools with her, but I thought just for anybody else that had seen that comment in this space, I just wanted to share a little bit about, she'd asked about symptoms and things, and obviously I want to share some support for you that you can utilize. So, panic attacks, I can explain from my own experience and from client experience, can show up in a number of different ways. You may experience things such as a racing heart or pressure in the chest. You may get sweaty palms, impending sense of doom, like, oh my gosh, I've got to get out of here. The fight or flight might kick in, where you you really need to escape the situation. You may, obviously the fight aspect, you may start getting kind of snappy with those around you. I know when I used to experience panic attacks before, that's what I before I even knew that it was this is what it was, I would get quite defensive and just want to be on my own. And the weirdest thing is with panic attacks, you want to be on your own. You don't want anybody to see you or to do that, but equally you want someone to be there because you're scared. And that can be really challenging for those that support anyone with anxiety. And if you do support somebody with anxiety or a family member, you'll find I've got a great podcast on my podcast channel about that. Me and my husband speaking about and my YouTube speaking about him supporting, a spouse with anxiety. So yeah, you may get an upset tummy. Very frequently people will need to go to the toilet to either wee or poo, and this is all just your real core instincts kicking in, and the body, in order to flee, needs to let everything go to get it out of the way. So yeah, so what have I mentioned there? Heart, upset tummy, you might feel a stuckness in your throat, like you can't breathe properly or you can't swallow. Sorry, my dog's just jumping about. Fight, flight, freeze. You might freeze and just be like, oh my gosh. I've had a number of clients who in meetings, for example, or really nervous public speakers, and panic attacks would kick in the way that they would start sweating or shaking, and that they couldn't actually get the words out. So they just froze in situations. So it will present itself differently for different people. And so some tools and tips that might support you. One, making sure that you eat regularly. So a lot of women experience panic attacks more so around hormonal times, hence the reason it's reappearing for me at this stage of perimenopause as my hormones fluctuate and things. So ensuring that you eat well, that you eat a balanced diet, that you are eating regularly. I would suggest cutting out caffeine altogether. If this is something that you struggle with, definitely cut out caffeine. Ensure that you get regular exercise, just taking yourself out for a walk, so that you're giving the anxiety a chance to leave your body and it's not building up in this cumulative effect, because very frequently the panic attacks can begin to build and become cumulative. So prevention is better. Prevention is better than cure. Make sure that you're sleeping well, that you're nourishing yourself, that you've got somebody, a therapist, a coach, someone to speak to about what's going on in your life, so that you're not kind of compressing it all in, or just, a good friend, your journal, all these things, befriend all these things. Try and add as many regular things throughout your day to regulate your nervous system. So what I was saying to Abby when I was messaging her was I actually have multiple reminders on my phone throughout the day, just for me doing a body scan, for meditation, for journaling, for my gratitude practice, for going for walks. I've been doing a lot of nervous system regulation post being ill. That started 2 years ago for me, and it's getting better. It's getting better, woo! Because I am putting all these things in place. Hydration is a big one actually for panic attacks as well. So ensure that you are properly hydrated. Got a little herbal tea here. Is really, really important. Make sure you're going to bed, regular sleep times, plenty protein, minimal sugars. So prevention is better than cure. If, however, panic attack hits or you know that there's a possibility of that, have some tools to support you. So that could be crystals, that could be essential oils, some of the breathing practices that I shared in the live the other day, just simply breathing up and down the body can be really, really helpful. Affirmations can be really, really helpful. Splashing the face with cold water, singing can be really, really helpful. Just that tones our vagus nerve and helps refocus the brain. Various breathing techniques. Durga Pranayama is a really great breathing technique, and on my YouTube channel I actually have a whole section on breathing techniques, and what I would say is to practice them as often as possible, not just in the moment. So that's what I'm saying, the more micro moments you can regulate your nervous system, the better. So I will pop a link below to my YouTube channel and some of those videos, the yogic 3-part breath. So just, hopefully that helps. There's so many different tools, tips, tricks that I could share with you. But if anybody's got any questions on that, do reach out. I might actually post this to YouTube as well. But this book, Be Free, my first book, really is such a great starting point to support yourself with regards to healing from anxiety. So give us a shout if you are interested in that, and I will send you all so much love. Bye guys.